This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, the boys talk about UK winning the Apple lawsuit, Sonic Racing, CrossWorlds, Tears of Metal, and Jump Ship.
They won't. You guys both won't regret it.
Episode 108, take one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Episode 108.
My
All window shades are drawn.
My Rubbermaid tub covering my basement window fell, so we had to restart.
Is that really what it is? Is a Rubbermaid fucking tub?
Rubbermaid tub lid.
You know how easy it is to just put up a curtain?
Yeah, but I put that up there when I first moved into this room. I moved my office into here, and it never fell. Never thought about it again. I took it down the other day to hang some shit on the wall, and realized that it is needed. So I put it back up tonight, and it fell. So it will probably fall again. But
so is it one of those things of, if it's not broken, don't fuck with it, and you fuck with
exactly.
It, so now it's broken?
Yeah, 100%, 100%, yeah. But I'm gonna get a curtain for it now. Well, if I get a job.
Match your hat, right?
Yeah, it does. But my shirt's backwards because my camera's backwards, and I can't figure out how to swap it. So
Google.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all right.
I don't. It irritates the fuck out of me.
Dude, you could be just like Call of Duty and just use AI.
Dude, I thought about printing an Unqualified Gamer shirt backwards just to wear it on the podcast. That's how fucking ridiculous I was.
You could.
I swear I have. I swear I've worn mine on and it shows correctly.
You're fine. It said like your thing behind you, Marines, your blanket. I can read that just fine. Yeah. But it's my camera because I'm the fucking host for some reason. I don't know why it does it.
So he's recording straight off of Discord.
Yeah.
And if you look at your camera right now, Kai, as it stands, all of your stuff is backwards on your camera.
Marines backwards on your camera?
I don't know, I guess MARINES. I don't know. I guess
it
goes right to left. Yeah, it is backwards, I guess technically. Yep.
Yeah, see, so everything that you see on your camera is backwards. Same thing with me, but we see everyone else fine. Because CC is the one that's recording, and he's recording straight off of Discord. He's recording what he sees. So
I get the shaft because I'm recording. So
yeah.
Works for me. That's fine.
That's cool.
But no, I really did want to talk about that because I don't see it on here. Because of Steam's new a bunch of their new things that they're putting out to reduce ads and make sure that there's quality and everything else. COD had to admit that they use AI in their games. Like, we all knew it already.
Yeah.
Right? But they are using generative AI, which means
they do it for all their thumbnails and posters and everything. Because there'll be a hand with 4 fingers or 6 fingers.
Here's a funny thing. I know for
have 4 fingers.
I know for a fact that they didn't do it for the Cold War one. Because I actually knew one of the artists for the Cold War poster. He's the guy that did the one behind for me. So as far as 4 fingers go, have you guys ever heard of the whole Simpsons thing? Why they have 4 fingers?
Oh, I haven't heard why.
It's just easier for productions and everything, which is why it's so much harder to put in the 1 extra finger instead of just having a thumb and 3 fingers because of just all the extra movement. So I guess God and Jesus are the only ones that have 5 fingers throughout The Simpsons.
Never paid attention enough, I guess.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, most of the cartoons that you see, you'll see that.
You'll learn something new every day. And
speaking of phalanges, did we ever cover that Genshin? I think it was Genshin Impact was doing more. Was it Genshin Impact or it was Final Fantasy was doing more detail to feet?
I heard Genshin Impact was like groomers used it.
I thought we talked about that because we were talking about, and then
pedo heaven. I don't know. Kai's froze.
There it goes.
That's cool. There he is. He's back.
I'm unfroze now. Now, didn't we talk about that? Because CC said he hates who's it? Anime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like anime.
It's funny because he keeps trying to get me to go out to Iowa to go to anime cons and stuff just because he wants to do something. And I'm like, you're gonna hate this shit. Why do you want to go to it?
I would fucking hate an anime convention.
Did he ever make it to your house or
no?
No.
I had unemployment.
He broke his dog's other leg.
No, I had unemployment activities to do later this week.
So this man he had already filed for unemployment. He'd already received his first check. And then
I had already filed 3 times.
He had to go in and take a class on how to fill up the paperwork for it.
Friday, I had a Zoom class with how to fill it out. And then Monday, I had to go into an in-person class and learn how to fill it out.
It almost sounds like the VA, how they want you to just keep trying and just make it extremely annoying as difficult as possible. So that way you just say, yeah, fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful. It's great. I love it.
Oh, that's why, honestly, I hired a firm for it at this point to do my VA stuff.
I'm going to do that for my, I'm going to try and get an increase and try and do it that way. But
same, I'll let you know how mine goes, and I'll tell you if I want to, if I can,
if they work out,
recommend you or anything for it. Well, my problem is because I technically have 3 DD214s. I don't know which dates they want. So
probably the last one. The very last one.
The thing is that the second 214 is when I got injured, which is where most of my LOD and everything is from. So
but if you still have a third one, that means you went active again, right? So
I was active, and then I was a reservist, and then I got activated to be to deploy. Oh. And so the way the 214 works is every time you come off active duty orders, you get a 214. So yeah, it's one of those weird things that you don't think about unless you're in the reserves itself. Like you basically, as far as getting out of the army, you just stop showing up one day and no one calls you, and it's just kind of done.
Did they med-sep you or no?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know anything about any of this because I was a pussy and did not fight for our country. So
you just fought other people in our country.
I fought other people in our country. Yes. Yeah.
Fuckers overseas? No. People here?
No.
Yes.
You guys protected the country. I made it worse. So yeah.
I didn't do.
I fought other Americans.
I got hurt like a week before the plane left while we were in Fort Dix, New Jersey. So mandatory fun day. It's like
at least you weren't one of those guys that like shot himself in the foot, so that he didn't have to go,
Oh no. Here's the thing. Like I even argued with my CO because I'm like, they're like, oh, it's a sprain because I was misdiagnosed for the first month. And they're just like, oh, it's a sprain. Don't worry about it. You'll be good to go the next plane that leaves. I'm like, I go up to the CO and I'm like, hey, sir, I should just go, just hop on the plane. It's going to take us forever to do our in-processing anyway. We got to do our shit in Kuwait. We got to do our shit once we actually get to,
you got to climatize like first thing anyways. So
yeah, right. So I'm not going to be doing fuck all.
What does that mean? You just stand outside?
You pretty much, yeah, you walk around outside, you get used to the temperatures and stuff like that. That's how I like the heat now. I grew up in Michigan, but now I'm like 135.
Yeah, so CC, when you actually go a place that it is like 130, 135, 140, like when you have your normal thermometer outside that goes to 120 and it's fucking buried halfway down the other side, it's different. Like I don't know how much
the military ruined Kai.
The military ruins everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. He couldn't handle the cold anymore. He couldn't go home and see his family because it was too cold.
I mean, I went home. I started working construction. It was like -14. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Nope. Yeah, I used to wear literally my Letterman's jacket and shorts every single day during the winter. Nope, not anymore.
It's actually one of those things. You'll see a bunch of vets that will walk around in just a hoodie. It doesn't matter what temperature it is outside. They'll just be wearing like cargo pants or shorts and a hoodie.
Well, that's me because I don't wear a coat. If it's -50, I don't care. I don't wear a coat. I wear a hoodie. But I'm born and raised
you've got those dudes that are still wearing their service jackets. That's more of like an Army Air Force thing. Not necessarily like a blouse or anything, but it's just the thing that has the Velcro for your name when you're throwing it on over something. It was part of our fleece gear. That was one piece of gear I wish I'd kept, but I didn't think I'd ever wear it. Was the bear suit. It was a full body fleece suit. So
We had
like
one of
they were
those.
like fleece pants with suspenders, and then you put the fleece jacket over it.
I bought a
We
pair
didn't
of
have a
those.
fleece one. We had a sleeping bag one.
I bought a pair of those Mickey Mouse boots that you like fill with air and they keep your feet really warm. Those things were fucking awesome. Awesome in the
Okay.
wintertime.
If I haven't said it before, we're not the same.
So
no, I got it from a military surplus store. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Who
Yeah.
was the person you mentioned? Gene something?
Gene Hackman,
Hackman.
died under suspicious causes, or was found, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
last night having died of suspicious causes, him, his wife, and his dog.
Yeah.
That's
not suspicious.
As we
Well,
brought up with
he's
thoughts
a
and prayers.
fucking
He was 95 and
badass
she was
actor.
65. And for them,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he was in a lot. Just about every Superman. Minus, I don't think he was in Man of Steel, but
Yeah, and
Well,
then
that sucks.
the dog was probably like 105 in dog years. So
yeah.
Too bad.
Rip puppy.
And then
Another
the
sad.
the chick from
Michelle.
Okay, you can't just say the chick. She
Her
has
name.
a name, Cece.
I'm trying to think. I don't think her name. Michelle
Trachtenberg. I probably fucked that up. Trachtenberg. I don't know. I'm horrible with pronouncing names, but
I don't know. She was in.
Yeah, she did play in
Buffy
Euro
the
Trip.
Vampire Slayer, Gossip
Buffy.
Gossip Girl, and Euro Trip. Love Euro Trip. One of my favorite movies.
I think everyone knows her from Euro Trip or 17 again. Yeah.
Well, actually, I think a lot of people know her from Harriet the Spy back in the day.
Oh, see, I didn't ever watch that. Inspector Gadget. She was in Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another. That was when that first came out. I remember that being pretty popular.
The movie?
Yeah.
The
the first Inspector Gadget movie wasn't that, like, looking at it now, kind of a shitty movie, but I watched it. She was in it.
I'll be honest, I always thought it was a shitty movie.
It says that her cause of death will never be known after family's dramatic move. So apparently the family does not want it known why she passed. I mean, she had liver replacement recently, but other than that, we don't know. So R.I.P. We love you.
I'll watch Euro Trip in her honor at some point in
I
time.
will watch it again.
Watch that with me, but yeah.
Do you want to watch Euro Trip?
My wife doesn't like a lot of the drug joke type movies, like Harold and Kumar. She wouldn't watch that,
I'm good with that.
She doesn't find those humorous.
I don't like dumb humor. That's why I can't stand Will Ferrell.
The worst fucking.
I get it.
That's insane. Will Ferrell's phenomenal. Talladega Nights.
There's only a couple movies I like him in, like Talladega Nights and the other guys.
Talladega Nights is wonderful.
Elf. Well, Elf is like that. I don't even really see that as a comedy. It's kind of.
What's the fucking movie where he's the stepdad? Mark Wahlberg's the dad. Those are both fucking hilarious.
Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home. Yeah, Daddy's Home 1 and 2.
I didn't care for that.
They're
one.
fucking
My
hilarious.
problem is that Will Ferrell plays Will Ferrell in every movie that Will Ferrell is in.
Yeah, but most actors do. Look at Jason Statham.
Look at Jim Carrey. Tell me you don't like Jim Carrey.
Okay, go watch Man on the Moon, and you tell me that he plays Jim Carrey in that movie.
Look at 23. You ever seen 23?
There's another one that Will Ferrell was in that was not like his normal movie. It was good though.
What, Bewitched? That was absolutely fucking horrible.
No, it's called something like he was in the front yard of his house. The whole movie.
Because that was a horrible. That was another horrible movie.
I thought it was good. I can't think of what it was called though.
He sat there for like 3 days or something. This kid came up and he became friends with a kid. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It's not good.
I like Will Ferrell.
I would rather go
so bored. I turned it off.
Again, Anchorman. He's just playing Will Ferrell. Like every
I
single one of
Will
these things,
Ferrell.
he's just. No, here's the thing. I liked him in short form humor. When it was like skit humor, like Saturday Night Live, I didn't mind him. Like when it's only like a 3-minute Will Ferrell or like a 5-minute section of Will Ferrell, I'm good with it. But when it's like 2.5 hours of him just randomly screaming as this like late 50s, early 60-year-old man, it's like, come on, man, just fucking go throw yourself off a ramp in a shopping cart like a real man does when he's going to be screaming.
You're crazy, man.
I'd rather watch Johnny Knoxville get kicked in the nuts repeatedly.
Well, who wouldn't watch Jackass? Is awesome.
Favorite part of Jackass is when Johnny Knoxville tries to go over that snow berm with that giant bicycle and he lands and face plants. He's like, "No worries, I stopped the fall with my face."
I follow Steve-O, and he's now that he's not on, like he's clean, he's sober.
Yeah.
And he like talks about all of the stunts and everything that they used to do. And he's just like, there's no way I would have done these stunts if I wasn't just completely drugged out of my mind. But he like says some of these things. He's just like, and some of them don't even look that bad. Apparently, one of the worst ones ever was some kind of rocket bicycle that was supposed to like shoot him off of like a ramp into a lake.
That was Johnny Knoxville, and he almost died because it blew out the side. Yeah,
it blew aside. Yeah,
like the rocket blew up and like literally like this far from his body. That could have killed. Would have killed him. Yeah, well, it was like his hip.
Yeah.
No, this was a Stevo one, and it was one of his most painful ones. And apparently, it like burned off and gave him like 3rd-degree burns over his calf.
Yeah, it was like he was on a bicycle or something. It didn't even get aired.
They didn't even air it or anything like that. And he's just like, and it wasn't even that. It doesn't even look good. He's just like, but that was the most painful thing that he's ever been through. Was that
the best Jackass thing, in my opinion, is when they got shot by those rubber bullets, like the barrier thing. That
crowd
was
control.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I recently sent that video to you. Is that why you're bringing it up?
No. If you sent it to me, I probably watched it, but I just watched it the other night, like 2 of the movies the other night. Yeah.
But yeah, like people putting themselves like I'm a little bitch when it comes to pain. I don't like it. I don't want to deal with it. So like those guys, and then the dude that gets bit by all of the really venomous and painful things. I don't know how the fuck he does that.
I can't think of his name. I remember I was in middle school when Jackass first aired, and we went and got a shopping cart and went and did that shit. Oh my god, it was so horrible. Everybody was hurt.
I tried to go into the movies with I was with a group of people that I used to hang out with all the time or whatever, and they were over 18, but I wasn't. And they tried to get me in, but the people wouldn't let me in. They won't let me go with them because they weren't a parent or guardian, and Jackass was like rated R or whatever. And so I was trying to go in through the back, like where you exit out of the theater. I was going to go there, and they were going to let me in that door, but they never opened the door, and I just kind of left. I was like, well,
dickheads.
They're like, they had security guards posted up.
When it came out, it was on MTV. I was over at a buddy's house like the night that it aired on MTV. Like in the first episode is when they had the shopping carts, and so like that weekend we went out and we borrowed a shopping cart from the grocery store. And
was that the one that they closed the door on, like
locked each other up? No, that was in a movie.
Oh, okay.
That was in.
You're talking about that? Yeah. Okay.
They just like ran them into curbs and shit with people in it. It was awesome.
The thing is, we were doing that shit long before Jackass came out.
Yeah,
like,
but we didn't
be in it, and like
we didn't do it to that fucking extent.
So you're in Iowa, so like you guys have a total elevation shift of like 6 feet throughout your state. I lived in California, so we actually had like hills and stuff, and so we would go down these shopping carts, down these like massive fucking hills, and oh my god, my some of my friends got real fucked up doing that stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys didn't have some sort of surgery or warning.
Oh, they had some. They ended up with some stuff, few broken arms and whatever.
Well, at the beginning of every episode, it said, "Don't try this at home." So I got hurt.
No, like I said, this was before. I'm sorry, but like the shopping cart should not be made to hold. Like it should not be teenager size if you don't want a teenager to be in it.
Well, it's because we're fat Americans and we get a lot of groceries, dude.
No, it doesn't matter. Like you sit in this thing, and it literally is made for a teenager to sit inside and one to be at the back of it. And it has wheels, which means it goes down hills. Like all of these things just kind of make sense. Kids, don't try this at home, by the way. If you're watching this, I do not condone any of this. We make mistakes so that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Ooh. Speaking of mistakes, did you hear about Apple with the UK?
No. What happened?
So
I know they changed their.
So the UK's been
their chargers.
They finally won a lawsuit. They what?
I know they changed the chargers because of the UK.
Oh, like I don't know about that, but like, I feel bad for Ryan and Top Gun, but so especially Ryan because he has everything Apple. But Apple just won the case against the UK just won against the Apple. So they no longer have advanced data protection feature on their iPhones. So any documents, pictures, messages, whatever have you on your phone is no longer encrypted on an iPhone. So if the UK government wants to go into your phone and look at your stuff,
they can.
They can.
They've been trying to get that stuff forever.
Forever.
Now that's a thing that's happening there. How long before like the Apple Home stuff because that's another thing that a lot of people have been asking for, is when a crime happens in a house, they try to get the audio, because we all know that, like, Alexa and whatever's listening to all of that stuff. They've been trying to get the audio from those things, and Google, Apple, whatever, are not giving it to them, and they're saying it's protected under the 4th and 5th Amendment, and we can't do that. But with this now being set as precedent,
yeah, but like
even though it is
how
in another
much?
state,
I mean, that's
how much
in the
do you
UK,
think
though.
those?
I don't know.
How much do you think those things actually record?
Like, they literally are recording and listening to everything you say, so that they know when you say,
but like,
"Hey Alexa, hey Google."
Let's say that
whatever.
you're at my house and I shoot you on Saturday, okay? And then like on Monday they get access to it. Do you think it's recorded everything from Saturday to Monday? I mean, that's a lot of gigabytes of storage that they would have to have.
I mean, it's only audio. It's not video or anything like that. Compression would be kind of nice, and I mean, it doesn't take. I don't think
it records shit for very long. I would think it's 10 minutes.
It records every phone call you ever make to every place that
Well, on your phone,
this call is.
I wonder if
call is recorded for training purposes or whatever.
Right.
I wonder if it has an instant like archive or delete, like after 2 weeks or 30 days or something. Just instantly deletes everything past that date.
Quicker than that, but I don't know. Again, good thing we live in the good old US of A. Even though it's not very.
Here's the thing.
I'm sure if the government wants you, they can get it anyway. But
well, there's a lot of things that have been fighting for it, but now that there is actual precedent set in a first world nation, a Western nation. Because like, there's a lot of precedents that was.
But they don't have
like
freedom of speech over there anyway and shit like that.
Well, not anymore. They did for quite a while, and it's been slowly being taken away. I'm not trying to get into the whole politics of that whole thing. It's just that once there is legal precedent set somewhere, it's much easier to then like bend things, in a certain way, because they can use that as case law that has been
like $100 games. I feel you.
So, but no, and as going back for Kai, about 2 years ago, the UK got on Apple for having their like lightning ports or whatever, and how it was, that was the only thing it was. The UK won, and that's why all the iPhones went to USB-C. Makes sense. Again, that was, but the thing is that not only is that, so that showed that Apple changed everything across, the US and the UK for that.
That's because they just wanted to make one phone. They didn't want to make two different ones.
The European nations and everything have a really strict thing against gambling, which has changed a lot of the way that sites, video games, and everything else are throughout the world. It's small changes, somewhere else.
There's certain games like the mobile game I play, right? Mm-hmm. On my game, I can open chests and stuff like that, and it does like a random roll of what I'll get. Mm-hmm. But in like the UK, it can't do that. It has to be like they can select certain things they want, which means their characters just level up based on the characters they want.
Yeah, it's not a random roll. It's funny because there are people that will use a VPN because they don't want to do the random roll thing, or they do want to do the random roll thing, and so they'll set their IP to a European country so they can pick what item they want. And normally it's like 25% more or 50% more expensive to get whatever the item is, but you're getting exactly what you want instead of just gambling on it. Yeah. So yeah, that's but it only matters with currency that you can purchase with real money. I think that the gambling with in-game only currency is still allowed as long as there is no crossover. Because Pokemon's been doing it for years with, the little gambling sites and the little slot machine places or whatever. And they were never hit with anything.
Damn Pokemon.
Power Pokemon. And Pokemon.
I've actually thought about getting a Pokemon game just because I had the itch to go and start catching things. I thought about getting like Arceus or something. Is it Arceus or Arceus?
Yeah, Pokemon Go and take your dogs for a walk.
You can go for a walk. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It's not.
Just look out for cars.
The same. No.
Yeah, don't get my car like all those idiots.
Make sure you wear your glow belt. Microsoft, on the plus side though, did come out. Have you heard of the what is it? The Majorana 1? the new processor that they came out with. So this thing has it's a quantum processor using topological qubits, which when making this chip we have solid, liquid, gas. They create a new state of matter. The tech company created a new state of matter, which is called the topological state.
Okay.
So now there's 4 states of matter.
Okay.
Okay. So there were already 4 states. So now this is a 5th state of matter. Then
is it a fit? What are you talking? Solid, liquid, gas, and what was the 4th one?
Plasma.
Isn't plasma a liquid?
No. Plasma was technically its own state.
Oh well, this one I guess. Yeah, sure. 5 then. Then yeah. Awesome. So this is apparently a phase of matter that only exists on the quantum level and could lead to like a 1,000,000 qubit processor on a single chip, which would be insane. But this whole processing chip could lead. You remember in Endgame when Iron Man or Tony Stark kind of like looked at all the possibilities of what could happen with each sort of relay for him trying to get into the future? Huh?
Be Doctor Strange looked at all the
no, not Doctor Strange, not him doing his little Eye of Agamotto into the future. No. I'm talking about when Stark was on his computer and he was trying to figure out how to do time travel, and he was putting in different like calculations, and it calculated exactly how to do time travel, right? Okay. So that took quantum processing for him to go into that's why they went through the quantum realm. So this would basically, especially if it gets up to that 1,000,000 qubit processor, if they get there, that's the type of stuff that was happening on this type of processor.
That's good for us.
All the Tony Stark lab
stuff. Technology wins, dude. Technology wins.
Yeah, it's going quick. So now they're gonna be able to.
This just means that Skynet is going to win.
Oh, it's going to come faster.
Right. Yeah. That's all that this means, is that Microsoft just get one step closer to the machines taking over. So again, everyone out there, make sure to thank Waze. Thank Google, Apple, whatever. Whenever you get to your destination safely, just say thank you. Don't get pissed off at Alexa. She's trying her best. It's not her fault that you're in a drunken stupor when you're trying to order shit.
She doesn't listen, and then it's like,
look, I'm not going anywhere near Punishment's house when the machines take over.
Not Alexa.
My house is a safe space for machines. I love you all. You are all welcome here. I will be a sanctuary house for machines.
Yeah. Things that were supposed to happen, probably in like the next couple decades or so will probably happen in the next couple of years. Good. So I feel like this chip's going to like really ramp up productivity and advancement in technology. So,
well, that's a thing with technology, is that it is, it's that, I always forget the name of the curve. When it like starts off gradual and then just like takes off and goes pretty much goes vertical.
That's SpaceX. That's the curve.
Oh my god, no. There's a term for it, and I forget.
It's called Elon Musk. That's right.
Yeah,
Elon Musk.
But the thing is that the more technology advances, the more it's going to advance. So I mean, it took us, like 4.5 million years of humanity to make the car. But then it only took from the time that Ford created that engine another like 40 years to like get into space, and then so on and so forth. It just
wait until you hear about ancient Egypt, okay, and the possibilities that actually had, especially with the aqueduct going into the pyramids. It was supposed to be like an extremely advanced civilization. So
wait a minute, Kai. I don't want to hear about this shit from a flat earther. Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, that's a whole nother punishment. I mean, that's a whole nother thing, but yeah.
There was actually a thing, because you know how the Library of Alexandria burned down and we lost all of that. Yeah. There's theories out there that if we had not lost the Library of Alexandria, that we might have had the technology to put a man on the moon as early as like 1910, or even in the late 1800s, because we lost so much.
I mean, we'll never get there, but I understand what you're saying.
You just got to go to the Vatican and start reading books, because there's like so much shit at the Vatican.
No one can read half those things because they're all written in dead languages that no one.
There's people that know how to read them. There's people that can translate.
Yeah, what about Google Translate? I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Just take a picture of it.
Translate. Yeah, it'll work.
I hope.
I bet it would. There's people that could read it, I'm sure. People that have done
until we found the Rosetta Stone, like we weren't able to really decipher dead languages. And once we found the Rosetta Stone, we were able to. Yes, CC, the Rosetta Stone is not just a language learning program. It is also an actual physical thing.
Okay. When somebody says the Rosetta Stone, I don't think of that. I think of the Mormon...
a Will Ferrell movie?
No, the Mormon religion and the Seer Stones. Okay?
Yeah, those are not the same thing.
I know, but it makes me laugh because the Seer Stones...
Did you ever see Book of Mormon?
Yeah, let's not trash the Mormon religion on our podcast.
No. I'm not trashing the Mormon religion at all whatsoever.
The Book of Mormon did.
They did not. I just want to point out that they took every precaution they could to be very accurate about the whole thing. And whether some people think that it is completely out there or not, I mean, I'm not trying to get deep into religion.
I don't know. I watched it. I thought it was pretty bashy.
But every single religion has something that is totally out there. Like the Hindu religion has people being born out of people's foreheads. All right.
Do the third eye, man.
But that's what I'm getting at, you know. Christianity and Catholicism has like the entire world's population being born from just 2 people. So like this dude digging up some gold plates in his backyard is a whole lot less far-fetched than some of this other shit. All right. Than like half man, half bull, half elephant with 12 arms.
On Yellowstone, the kid dug up a dinosaur that was like under a rock or something after they used some TNT.
Dude,
it was under a tree stump.
That was the weirdest twist because didn't somebody end up stealing the fucking dinosaur?
Yeah, they stole the bones. I was like, he's blown up a tree to get the tractor or trying to get the tree stump out because the tractor flipped over or whatever. So
and then they found like
dinosaur bones.
Dinosaur bones. And they covered it up.
Yeah, and then there were people flying drones. How the fuck did the people with drones know that there were dinosaur bones over there?
I don't know, man. Yeah, but then like they got it. They got them out too. Yeah, crazy. It was insane.
Stole them.
So stupid.
Like, man, what a thing to steal.
What a twist.
Millions.
Yeah.
What a twist. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Another kind of twist. So remember how we talked about Ubisoft with the Zim and players playing on console with keyboards and a mouse? Keyboard and mouse?
Yes.
So initially what would happen was they were just being put into PC lobbies and they're going to have to play with PC players, obviously. Now what's happening is they're just getting insta-ban. There's no longer a warning or like a transfer phase or anything like that. It's just an insta-ban on Rainbow Six Siege. So stop using a Zim.
There was another game that recently said, I want to say it's Call of Duty, that you're going to be able to pick to only go against console or open lobbies now.
I mean, Sea of Thieves has been doing that for a while. Like you can have Xbox only servers and stuff, or
you can do that. You can do that. As far as I know, on Fortnite you can do it, and on COD you've been able to do console only or PC only.
Okay, because there was I don't know what game it was then, but there was a very specific game that it's going to be this new thing coming out. I don't remember what game it is.
Marvel Rivals, you can play console only or both too, I believe.
Cross-platform on?
Yeah, I believe. I believe you can turn it on or off. Yeah.
I wonder if they'll have it for Sonic Racing. I don't know where PC really plays into racing games. How there's any sort of advantage or something like that off of a racing game, but so Sonic. Sega is creating Sonic Hedgehog CrossWorlds, which basically looks like Mario Kart, but with Pete's looks like a Mario Kart, but with the Sonic universe instead. And it looks like it's going to have like those little mystery boxes, and it's going to have coins. I don't know what the coins are going to be used for. Maybe like speed, or you have to collect enough to use a mystery box thing. I don't know, but they're going to have coins. If you hit somebody, they lose their coins. You collect some coins. I don't know, but it's going to release on
rings at that point, then not coins. If it's Sonic
rings, whatever. But that's what I meant. Rings, same. Gold rings, their currency somehow. They it'll be releasing on PS4, 5, Xbox One, X and S, and then the Nintendo Switch and PC. So kind of crazy that they're not even doing the console anymore, because we talked about Sega making a comeback, right?
Yeah,
and maybe this is the start.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the start. This is Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. It's supposed to come out this year. I don't know when. It didn't have a release date. It just said this year. So I guess we'll get. It's probably waiting for GTA 6 to come out before it releases its date, or it's just going to release and then nobody's going to. Oh, they could just do another one of those leaks, and get some hype up around it and then release it the next week.
I'm so tired of the leaks. It's just
right.
If everyone just turned into that, I mean, like if instead of trying to fight it and calling it leaks, if they just like went into the whole thing and just promoted it, and it wouldn't be a thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but a leak is a free promotion. So why spend money on advertisement when you can just get free promo?
No, and that's cool. And that's why I think that they should go with it instead of trying to find these people. And they're still trying to do like litigation against people that are doing leaks. And it's just like you're getting all of this free publicity through, like, that whole thing of, no publicity is bad publicity type thing. Unless you're Diddy, then it's horrible. Oh yeah, apparently Diddy's lawyer said that he can't cover him, so he quit. Yeah, that was
sad for Diddy, huh?
Yeah,
for Diddy, not for me. Sad for Diddy. Which is, and that probably brings a tear to his eye. Kind of like Tears of Metal that is supposed to be coming out this year as well. Another game coming out this year. You know what I mean? Huh? CC? You like that transition? I knew you did.
I loved it.
Do you remember the old Lord of the Ring games?
Which one?
Okay, Lord of the Ring guys.
So there was an old Lord of the Ring. I think it was the Two Towers. I think.
Okay.
Where
you're talking about the ones that were just straight up based off movie then, right?
Right. Yeah, and you were like hack and slashing, doing a hack and slash all the way through the levels. And then when you finish a level, you could level up your character to do better moves and all that good stuff. So this is something like that. It reminds me of that, but it's like a mix between that and like Risk of Rain, because the art style reminds me of Risk of Rain. And you're basically just a Scottish metal hack and slash on this one. So obviously same kind of time frame, like back in that era, but with kilts, and then you have to gain like artifacts to upgrade your character's abilities. But the good news is, so with Lord of the Rings, you could only play 2-player, right? This is going to be a 4-player co-op. And then there's going to be like banners and stuff you can put down to rally your troops, and then you can upgrade them as well. That will give you more on the edge type of battle fighting. I'm like, how do you not want to play that, I don't know how much it's going to cost. I don't know exactly when it's coming out. Again, it's a 2025 game.
I don't think of Lord of the Rings when I think of Risk of Rain.
Well, I'm just saying Risk of Rain art style. It's not necessarily Risk of Rain gameplay, but the way that like the art style is, and like when they make the connections, the hits, it has like those like puff of clouds and those little action. And like the coloring and stuff like that reminds me a lot of Risk of Rain.
And just the way the art style. The other thing I always have to bring up anytime someone says kilts, do you think that they're going to do the kilts right?
I don't know.
There's only one way to wear a kilt, and anyone that knows about kilts knows that there's only one way to wear a kilt. So if this is a third person instead of a first person, you're going to get some weird camera angles, and people are going to find out.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it's third person. But
so you're gonna be able to get that angle, and you're gonna see if they are doing it accurately, is what I'm saying.
We'll see.
Does CC, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I'm guessing you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we had Jack Patello, formerly of Rooster Teeth, and now works for Channel 37 on about a month and a half ago. They just released a trailer for The Last Caretaker, the game they're working on. We're gonna have him on soon again to talk more about the game, but we're gonna put the Steam link in the bio so everybody can go wishlist it, and you can just go to Channel 37's YouTube page, check out the trailer. Looks pretty cool. So we'll talk more about that with him, though. I may have him on here soon, so to talk more about it. But yeah.
CC, your idea of like time, You know that Jack was on the episode almost 4 months ago, right?
I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I don't. I really
like,
don't.
The past 6 months have been such a blur for you.
I guess. I don't.
Once unemployment hit, all of his days and months just kind of, the year just blended together.
Yeah, he was on like episode 95, and that was like 10 episodes or 13 episodes ago. So yeah, I don't. Oh no, I got the date wrong. How dare me?
There is a game on Steam that I wanted to bring up only because it's the only game that I've ever seen that was completely free, and it's called Stellar Mess: The Princess Conundrum Part 1, which is like an old school 2D point click PC kind of game, but it's 100% off, completely free. So if you want it, you can get it. It's called Stellar Mess: The Princess Conundrum Part 1. It's in the notes there. But it's 100% off, completely free right now. 2D point and click kind of game. I will say the original price will shock you. It's $2.99. So
it's no longer.
And that is $2.99, guys.
Yeah, it's $2.99.
It's
but
no
now,
longer free.
Right now, it's no longer free.
It's no longer free. It's $2.99.
You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me.
No,
man,
dude,
I was so excited. That was like the first. Every time I try and check Steam for free games, it's never there. Right. You got to do like the special offers or whatever. It's not there anymore.
Right.
Now you got to pay a full $2.99 for it.
You know what? Go help the dev out. Buy the game and play it. And it looks.
I mean,
really
it does look like it reminds me of those older school kind of game. It kind of reminds me of like a point and click version of.
You do have to have a Pentium or higher processor. You have to have 64 megabytes of RAM. And you have to have 32-bit color. So, and 30 megabytes of available space. So
it's a high fucking 2D game.
I don't think my toaster can run it.
It might be able to. You don't know.
Oh, by the way, random. I looked it up because I saw something else earlier. Do you know how much someone can actually list a game on Steam for? Like the highest price you can list a game on Steam for?
$70.
$1,000.
$502,634.46.
Wow.
Oh, thank goodness they stopped it there.
Isn't there some game that's like super expensive on Steam?
I believe it's a $10,000 game.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Does it come with a cure for cancer? Is
Um,
it downloadable? Is it a patent? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
What the
remember,
fuck is
but
happening?
yeah.
Who's buying those games?
I watched a YouTube video where somebody bought it one time, so I don't know.
Yeah, there is one game for $10,000 and it is called Spooky Men. No. Hold on. Sorry, that's a lot of nines. Never mind. $1 million. I guess you can go a little bit higher than that.
Spooky Men's only $200.
Well, I'm looking at a Game Rant list that says that it was listed at one point for $999,999.99.
Right now it's $200 and it has mostly positive reviews. Of 24 reviews.
It's only the rich people played it and they were saying it was positive because no poor people were on it.
It is worth noting that most of those who have critiqued the game either picked it up when it was priced at 59 cents or reviewed a copy when they were given it by the developer. So yeah,
so no one reviewed it when it was $1 million. Huh, that's weird.
Yeah,
weird.
right.
That's crazy. Crazy.
These people.
There was when I was reading here. I lost it.
I give up.
There's something about. I thought there's something about Tarkov in the list I was reading.
There is. So right now, if you go to Tarkov, you can get a free gift bundle in Tarkov to celebrate the LATAM region pricing, which Tarkov is now available in Latin America. So it's $20 for standard and $15 for arena. I believe that's US dollars. I don't know what it translates to in Latin America, but
that's like half.
Yeah.
So if you put in the code,
that's the right price for arena, but the standard is normally 50. So that's.
I thought it was 30 for arena.
That's look at that. So the code is TARKOVLATAM, LATAM, all one word. You'll get a free M16, the Takedown BP, Strike Helmet, Banshee Rig, Camtac 4 helmet, 3 Gen M3 mags, 100 M85 6A1 rounds, I'm pretty sure that's rounds.
It is.
Okay. The Propital Injector Condor glasses and the XPS3 optic. All that for free automatically if you go in and put in the TARKOVLATAM. I'll put the code in the description. So you'll have that. Same with the it'll be right above the code for that last caretaker for you to. But
again, it is only going to be available to the 7 people that are still playing PvP. So
it's pretty crazy how little people are playing PvP now.
So you basically play PvP if you're a cheater or if you're a streamer, and that's it. Like, I don't know anyone that plays PvP casually anymore because of how many cheaters there are out there.
It took care of the cheater problem.
What?
I wonder how many people cheat on PvE. Because there's some that do.
Oh yeah, right? There is, but it doesn't affect. But it doesn't affect other people when you're doing
how
that.
much of a fucking loser do you gotta be to cheat on PvE?
Are you telling me you never? Are you telling me you never put in a god mode? Like
I mean,
cheat code?
on GTA, yeah.
Well,
but
same shit.
But
you're playing by yourself and you put in a god mode.
Not even close to the same. That's not even close to the same thing.
It is the exact same thing. Single player Tarkov SPT.
You gotta pay for these cheats. You didn't have to pay for the cheats in GTA, okay?
Well, single player Tarkov, you don't have to pay for the cheat. You have a balaclava you can put on that is called like the developer's balaclava. It's gold, and it gives you like 99,000 armor to all body parts. So you can like go in, you can test things, you can run quests. I used it for a little bit to help people and to do some of the videos that I wanted to edit, just to make it easier to get to places so that I wouldn't have to worry about being shot at by like goons or whatever when I was like showing things, or if I wanted to go up and show people what the goons looked like up close while they're firing and all that stuff. I just walk straight up and they're like just unloading, and I'm just sitting there taking all these rounds. They can't kill you unless they hit you with an explosive. Then you die. I found that out. But go for
it. What the hell? Marvel Rivals thing. Kai, you want to explain that? The dev team?
Well, there's a couple things. There's a couple things with Marvel Rivals. One, James Gunn said that he was open to the idea of making a DC version on Marvel Rivals. Not sure who's all going to be into that. But the second thing was, so remember last week we talked about the dev team.
It'll be just like the movies. It won't be as good. Yeah. That's what I wanted to hear.
Right. So the dev team, they came out with a statement and stated that they were just adjusting the dev team structure, and that meant that they had to cut the Seattle team. Mm-hmm. Now, there's 2 different articles I found out as to why it was the Seattle team. One article stated that they, it was really just like they had to kind of let them go just because of the structure. They appreciate them for their hard work, the dedication, and they said that they will be treated confidentially and respectfully. So I'm like, they're keeping it hush hush, but why? And then there was Grums was advised by an inside source, and he stated on X that the reason they let go is the Chinese think that Western devs are lazy, entitled, and slow. So that's why the Seattle team got cut, because basically they think that Western devs are just
Did you leave the other word out for a reason?
I sure did. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. I won't. All right. You guys can look it up if you want to see what that other word is.
Yeah.
But yes.
But I mean, it's based around all of West. Yeah. All Western. So I mean, if what they're saying is true, right? Basically, like if the source is true, they're saying that they were. I don't know if it was they were actually lazy and slow and stuff like that, or that's just how the Chinese view the dev team, so they just wanted to cut them beforehand. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But when they said they were keeping it confidential, I was like,
So was that the only North American or US-based dev team for Rivals?
I think so.
So with that being the case, is there like now even less of a reason for the US as a whole to still cater to NetEase? Because they've already been like real, into NetEase. And so now without even an American dev team on this, this Goliath in the industry right now with this type of a game, What do you mean you don't know anything about it?
I don't know anything about that team that you're talking about or whatever. Like other than, yeah.
Oh,
are you trying to get everyone to switch over to Blizzard? Is that what you're trying to do? Overwatch? Back to Overwatch?
He is a fucking Blizzard. I think he has Blizzard tattooed on his ass. Pretty sure.
NetEase owns part of Blizzard Activision.
Well, not anymore. Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard.
All right. Go ahead and keep going. I'm looking up NetEase stuff.
Well, so not only them, but Warner's Brothers closed 3 gaming stations. I don't know where all of them are. I know where one is just because it's in the name, but there's First Games, Monolith Productions, and the WB San Diego branch were all closed down. So it's saying that the future content, including Wonder Woman, Batman, and Hogwarts Legacy 2, aren't necessarily a certain future. We don't know where it's going to land.
Somebody will buy the IP for Hogwarts Legacy 2, and it'll get made.
I'm sure. Yeah, they said they said WB is probably just trying to get out of the gaming division, period, and then they'll just lease out their IP, which I think would make sense. If you're used to making movies and stuff like that, and you want to focus on other spots of your profitability, then let other people make the games. You can just lease out or sell out your IP for certain things,
right?
And still make some money, but not have to go so in depth and worry about where you're focusing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but I really hope that if they do, that they will let someone use the IP for Hogwarts Legacy, and we can still play that. I want to see what the second one is.
Gotcha.
Because the first one was good.
While we're still kind of on that, NetEase actually does all of the distribution for Blizzard in China.
Oh, nice.
So
I never heard of NetEase before.
They are gigantic.
They're huge.
But do they still do that now that they're owned by Microsoft? I wonder. I'm sure Microsoft has their own distribution.
They redid their deal April of last year.
Oh, okay.
So no, they still do it. No, Microsoft and everything is all here. But Once Human is NetEase, Marvel Rivals, Identity, Ashfall, EVE Online, Dead by Daylight Mobile. Just trying to find other ones that you might have actually have heard.
Is there Knives Out? Is there anything else on the list here?
There's only one more thing, which is the game Jump Ship. Again, that's supposed to come out 2025, no release date. I think all these games obviously are just saying 2025 because of GTA 6.
This game looks so fucking awesome. It does
look really good.
A lot like Marauders.
It does look like it. Yeah, but this seems to be all cleaner. PvE.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't read anything about it being PvP. It just looked like PvE, but there's still pirates and stuff that'll come in. Now, Blue Thunder was saying it looked like Sea of Thieves mixed with Marauders. I think he was saying that because there's certain things you have to do with your ship and your crew and go and do small missions. I don't know. It doesn't remind me a lot of Sea of Thieves, but I get where he was going with that. So each time you're going through with your ship and stuff like that, you get to choose your mission / sectors for better material or what you need specifically if you need something for your ship. And each sector will have a different difficulty level. So really, you're just picking your difficulty.
This kind of it's kind of giving me Star Citizen, but not as in depth. Along with what was that huge game that Microsoft released?
Bethesda?
Yeah, Bethesda.
Microsoft.
Yeah, it was Bethesda and Microsoft. What was it called?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it. The Stargate or something like that.
Yeah, Star. No, yeah, I don't know.
I know what game you're talking about, where it has 1 billion galaxies in it.
Yeah, No Man's Sky.
No, it's was the single player game that was released recently, the big one. I can't think of what it's called. My friend, a bunch of my friends played it. I got the Game Pass and got it. I just didn't really like it that much.
Either way, this one
Starfield.
is
Starfield. Yep, that's it. Yes,
that's the one.
This will have give me those vibes. Only better
play up with each other. It says you can play single player. You can have up to 4 players. I feel like this one is not going to be like Helldivers, where you can join in on the game automatically. You have to whatever mission you're in, you have to start with the people you have. That's my guess.
Could be, but it looks really good. Like I said, it looks like the flying looks very similar to Marauders, but it looks a lot cleaner, and then everything else looks much cleaner than Marauders. So
I'll say, Kai, normally when they have games like that,
that'll be one that I'm gonna get for sure.
you get dropped in with like a group of AI bots. So if you're playing by yourself, you have like 3 AI bots, and then if someone joins you, they just take over one of the AI bot positions. They've done that in
like Space Marines 2 and stuff.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of games that have done that.
I'm gonna try to get into the beta for this. Yeah.
To include, actually, I did try the game last week, the free game from Epic, which was World War Z Aftermath.
Yeah,
it plays a lot like Left 4 Dead 2. 4 people running through, doing stuff, killing zombies.
F1 manager?
No, I didn't try that at all.
Yeah,
and going back to what Kai was saying about GTA 6, they put another postponement on it, so it's not supposed to come out till 2026 now.
You would think that these games would start releasing their dates now, but here we are.
Well, the big thing that I saw that was kind of out there is that for a game that was supposed to, like, when was GTA supposed to release?
I thought it was end of 2025 originally.
I don't think they ever said, but I don't know. There's been speculation.
Well, I thought that we were expecting this thing to come out like
I don't think that they've ever given us a date. They just talk about it and
they said 2025.
Oh, did they? Okay.
They did say 2025, and it was funny because we talked about it. I don't know, however many episodes ago, we talked about it possibly being delayed and pushed to 2026. And they made a statement saying that the rumors aren't true. They never made that kind of a statement. That's not happening or whatever. Now it's being delayed again. 2026.
Oh, because it was a leak.
A leak.
But no, the crazy thing to me is that, like, if you want to play the game the way that it's meant to be played, you need a 50 series graphics card. So they are making a game for they were in development for a game for a graphics card that didn't exist yet at the time that they were doing the development. So does that mean that they were hoping the 60 series would come out and that's what is going to be like the graphics card that runs it?
Well, okay, so this is going to sound really fucking stupid, but like, you're like GTA 5, right? My 2070 Super struggled to play that game. Like, I had to play on all low. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're wild.
Yeah, but with the polygons and collision detection and all that stuff that's going to be in this one, you're going to need a fucking jet engine to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're coming out with like a new series of graphics cards pretty much every year now.
Yeah.
And so that means that in 2026, you're going to pretty much be requiring a 2050 or a 2060 to run these games. Is that what they're waiting for? Is GTA 6 going to need a 6 series graphics card?
Yeah, probably. I don't know how it's going to work, because when I played it on Xbox 360, I beat it. I played GTA 5. I played it on Xbox One, I beat it. But then when I got it on PC, I had to turn everything down to low.
So that's the other crazy thing, is that because of all of this, PC is going to have to still wait 12 to 18 months after it comes out on console.
Well, they said that the reasoning behind that was because, that they weren't releasing it on PC. The
technology doesn't exist yet.
They didn't say that
fucking game.
They said because PC gamers want or complain about price too much and they want games cheaper. Like through Steam and stuff, they want sales and they want things cheaper. That's what the article that I read said from Rockstar.
I guess if you release it at a $70 price point where games are right now, you won't have a problem.
But thanks for joining us this week for the Unqualified Gamers podcast.
Hey,
we're not gonna sit here and shit on CC and his.
I'm just saying that was the reason that they put out this.
They have said that. Yeah, many games have said that, but I'm just saying that just sounds like. I mean, Call of Duty and stuff like that released at 70, and people bought it just fine. So as long as they're not going psycho with it, then they should be okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Kai, you want to wrap it up? Because we're done. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If there's anything you agree or disagree with, leave it in the comments. Anything you want us to discuss for next week, you can catch our show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Rumble. And then don't forget to follow our social medias or look us up and hit some likes, hit some subscribes. Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram.